Hey guys, Kaiburr66POJO here. I'm doing a deck list on my Doppel-Plant deck. I'm trying a new camera angle out, if you can't tell. Let me fix it though. Just to make it. Alright. Basically, I'm going to show you the cards and tell you what they do, instead of just showing you my mat, because that's boring, looking at a mat all video long. So, yeah. First, we've got 3 Ryko, Lightsworn Hunter. Level 2, flips face up, destroy a card, and mill 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard. 2 Lonefire Blossom, level 3, 500 attack, 1400 defense. Yeah. You contribute this card to special summon any plant monster from your deck. 2 Effect Veiler, discard this card. Oh, it's a level 1 tuner, by the way. Discard the card to negate any face-up monster's effect on the field and destroy it. Or no, it's just negate it till the end of the turn. What am I thinking? Negate till the end of the turn. Double Card Trooper. I love Konami for giving us 2 Card Trooper. I love Card Trooper. You can mill 3 cards, up to 3 cards once per turn. For every card you mill, it gains 500 attack until the end of the turn. And when is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can draw a card. 2 Doppelwarrior. Doppelwarrior is the reason this card is called Doppel-Plant, or this deck is called Doppel-Plant. When a card I control is special summoned from the graveyard, I mean Monster Reborn, Call the Haunted, Debris Dragon, Junk Synchron, any of those ways, I can special summon this card from my hand. He's level 2, so he's basically an additional level 2 levels when I'm doing a synchro summon. Also, when he is used as synchro material for the synchro summon of anything, you can special summon 2 Doppel tokens. You don't have to, but you can, which is nice. Because Dandylion, you have to special summon the 2 tokens, because it tells you to. This one says you can, meaning you don't have to if you don't want to. Double Debris Dragon. When you normal summon this card, you can special summon any monster with 500 or less attack from your graveyard. The monster's effect is negated, and this can't be used for the synchro summon of anything other than a dragon synchro monster, and the other synchro material monsters cannot be level 4. They can be level 3 and level 1, but they can't be level 4. Junk Synchron. When he's normal summoned, you special summon any level 2 or lower monster from your graveyard in face-up defense position, and its effect is negated. He's also a tuner, just like Debris Dragon. Double Chaos Sorcerer. Including Chaos Sorcerer, there are 7 or 8 darks in this deck, and 5 lights. What his effect is that you can remove from play 1 dark and 1 light from your graveyard to special summon him, and once per turn he can remove from play a monster your opponent controls, but he can't attack the turn he does that. Your other monsters can, but he can't. 1 Dandylion. When this card is sent to the graveyard from the field, from the hand, from the deck, when it's sent to the graveyard, you get 2 fluff tokens, level 1. On the field, they have 0 attack, 0 defense. Sangan. When he's sent from the field to the graveyard, you get to add any monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand, which is every monster in this deck besides Gorz and Chaos Sorcerer. Glow Up Bulb. It's a level 1 tuner, and when this card is in the graveyard, you can mill 1 card from the top of your deck to the graveyard to special summon it, and that effect can only be used once per duel. Kirby. I mean Spore. You know you like my Kirby Spore. I drew my Kirby Spore. It's a pretty cool Kirby Spore. You're jealous. I know you are. Kirby Spore. What does Kirby Spore do? Kirby Spore gets on its warp star and flies away. No. You can remove from play a plant monster from your graveyard to special summon this card from your graveyard, and when you do that, his level becomes his level, which is level 1, plus the level of the monster you removed. So if I had a Glow Up Bulb and a Spore in my graveyard, and I removed from play Glow Up Bulb, which is level 1, to special summon Spore, Spore would become level 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2. Hooray, Spore. That can only be used once per duel. Gorz. Whenever I take damage from any opponent's card by battle or by effect, I can special summon this card from my hand. If I take battle damage, I get a token with attack and defense equal to the amount of damage I took, and if I take effect damage when I special summon him, I do that much damage back to my opponent. Double Mystical Space Typhoon. It's just one of those 1-for-1 cards. You activate it, will open a back row. Pretty cool. Double Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice is real good. Put 5 monsters in your graveyard back in your deck, shuffle your deck, draw 2 cards. Reuses your Synchros and your Debris Dragons, Junk Synchrons, things like that. 1-for-1, you discard a monster card, special summon any level 1 monster from your deck or hand. Foolish Burial. Put any monster from your deck to your graveyard. Charge of the Light Brigade. Mill 3 cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard, and add any Lightsworn monster from your deck to your hand. So you mill 3, add a Ryko to hand. Reinforcement of the Army. Add any level 4 or lower warrior monster from your deck to your hand. In this case, that would be Junk Synchron or Doppelwarrior. If Doppelwarrior is in your graveyard or in your hand already, go ahead and get a Junk Synchron. If you have a Junk, if you have a Junk Synchron in your hand already, then go for a Doppelwarrior, you know, so you get special some, you know. Staples now: Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Trunade, Book of Moon. Traps, 2 Bottomless. These would be Solemn Warnings if I had them. I'm actually trying to get them, so I might be getting them soon. I'm not sure. It depends on stuff. But I'm trying to get them. That's the point I'm making. 2 Bottomless or Solemn Warnings. 2 7 Tools. I love 7 Tools. It's my favorite card ever. I'm actually running 2 7 Tools over 1 Solemn Judgment. The deck count is actually at 41, but it could have been 40 if I had Solemn Judgment, but I like 7 Tools too much, and I decided to run 2 7 Tools instead of 1 Solemn Judgment. Negates any trap by paying 1,000 life points. It's pretty awesome. Call the Haunted, because it's ridiculously good in this deck with all the tuners and non-tuners. Torrential Tribute, get rid of everything. And Mirror Force, get rid of everything. The extra deck space for this deck is pretty tight, unfortunately. But we're rocking 1 Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. This is going to end up being another Trishula if I get a Trishula, and this will just get sided. 2 Formula Synchrons. It's a level 2 Synchro Tuner. So you need a Glow Up Bulb and a token, or a Spore and a token. When this card is Synchro Summoned, you get to draw a card. Hooray. It can also be used as a tuner during your opponent's turn, and your turn also, but I mean, you could have a level 6 and this on the field, and then your opponent Dark Holes, but oh no, you can Synchro for like a Stardust and then negate Dark Hole or do something. I don't know if you can do that. That might miss timing. I don't know. But you can Synchro during your opponent's turn, which is pretty cool. 1 Junk Warrior. A lot of people are like, why Junk Warrior? Well, Junk Synchron plus Doppelwarrior equals a Junk Synchron or Junk Warrior with 2 Doppel tokens that are level 1 with 400 attack and defense each. Because of the way the effect ends up resolving, you get the Doppel tokens on the field, and then the summon is resolved. And his effect is that he gains attack equal to the attack of all level 2 and lower monsters on the field. So if you have 2 Doppel tokens with 400 attack each, he becomes a 3100 attack point monster, which is basically, when you're in a top decking situation, oh no, I top deck Junk Synchron, yay, 3100 attack point beat stick with a normal summon. It's pretty cool. Frozen Fitzgerald, it needs a Dark Tuner and a Beast non-tuner. It's level 5. That basically means Junk Synchron since he's a Dark Tuner, and Ryko since it's a Beast non-tuner. It's 2500 attack, 2500 defense. When it attacks, your opponent can't activate spells or traps till the end of the damage step, meaning he can't be deprisoned, can't be mirror forced, things like that. If he's the only monster on my side of the field, when he gets destroyed by battle, Yeah, when he's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, I can discard any card to special summon him in face-up defense position. And you can use that effect as many times as you want in the turn. It doesn't really matter. So he's pretty good. I'll have just as Catastor. Level 5 generic synchro. Most people know what he does, so I'm not going to go over him. Iron Chain Dragon. This will probably end up coming out for Hyper Librarian or Junk Berserker or some other card. Brionac. It's kind of self-explanatory. Ancient Fairy Dragon. I love this card. I love this card so much. It's I can get an instant Ancient Fairy. That's my cat. He always meows in my videos. I don't know why, but he always does. Anyway, Ancient Fairy Dragon. Level 7, so I can get him out with Debris Dragon and one other card. Once per turn, I can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from my hand, in addition to my normal summon. I can't attack during the turn I do that. Also, once per turn he can destroy a field spell, and when he does, I gain 1,000 life points. So I usually go for him when I'm playing Gravekeepers or Dragunities, because destroying a field spell is sweet. I gain 1,000 life points, and if I had a field spell in my deck, he can also add a field spell to your hand. But I don't use field spells, so it doesn't matter with that effect. 2 Black Rose Dragon. Level 7, it's usually my main target with Debris Dragon, unless I have a Doppelwarrior in hand. Black Rose Dragon has the ability to nuke the field, completely destroy it when it gets synchro summoned, and then also I can remove from play any plant monster in my graveyard to make any monster my opponent controls go into face-up attack position, have its attack reduced to 0. So it's basically I can swing for 2,400 direct at least. 1 Junk Destroyer. I love this card. I know that some builds don't run him, but I think he's great. I get him out not super frequently, but I do get him out. He's level 8, and he requires Junk Synchron as to be the tuner. So I basically, if I have a token on the field, at least 1 token, and I go Junk Synchron into anything in the graveyard that's level 2, and then special summon a Doppelwarrior from my hand. I mean, I know that's a lot, but I can do that. He ends up synchroing for this guy right here, which is just fantastic. The number of non-tuner monsters used for his synchro summon, when he gets synchro summoned, you take that number, and you can destroy up to that many cards on the field. So if I use 3 non-tuners with the Junk Synchron to make him, I can destroy 3 cards my opponent controls when I make him. And he's got 2,600 attack and 2,500 defense, so he's not that bad. Stardust Dragon. Shooting Star Dragon, because the Formula Synchron and Stardust Dragon. And lastly, Trishula. Trishula is the most broken card in this deck. I absolutely love Trishula. You bring it out, it's level 9. Remove from play any... you remove from play 1 card your opponent controls, 1 random card in your opponent's hand, and 1 card in their graveyard. So you just completely -3 your opponent right off the bat when you summon this card. Pretty ridiculous. I'm going to be putting Reborn Tengus into the deck as soon as they come out with Extreme Victory. Probably put a Junk Berserker in. As soon as Hyper Librarian comes out, that'll be coming in as well. And yeah, the deck is pretty cool. It's a lot more consistent than my card queries were, I think anyway. It's been doing a lot better for me. Comment and tell me what you think, guys. It's a pretty fun deck. It's kind of pricey with all the synchros. I'm pretty sure my extra deck is worth about at least $200 by itself. And I have everything at its lowest rarity. I mean, I have everything as secrets from tins or hidden arsenal, or even supers with like Chimeratech, and you know, everything's like all lowest rarity right here in the extra deck, and it's still like 200 something bucks to get all the cards. So I don't know, pretty pricey, but it's fun to play. It's pretty consistent. So that's my deck, guys. Tell me what you think, and yeah, see you later.